Hello everybody. Today I wanted to do a quick little video in light of everything that's been happening. I've actually been very busy recently, but I thought I would do a quick unboxing of a bag of thrift store stuff. Now this is something that has been sitting around in my home for literally a dang old month, and this is from the Thrift Store Savers. This was $3. You're going to see why I bought this in a second. But generally speaking, this is the kind of bag of stuff that I get at thrift stores, in the local store at least. So now I think it'd be a neat little thing to just do a quick video about it. Now you might be wondering about these awful stains here. Believe it or not, these are from sweet onions. And you'll never believe me. I put sweet onions on here just because I just put them down real quick because I was buying groceries. And I left them here for like a couple days. And when I came back, the onions had actually stained my beautiful mat yellow. And I have not been able to get rid of this stain. I tried many cleaners. Nothing has worked. But yeah, no, normally like the best thing to use on this sort of Chessex mat is actually vinegar-based stuff. But vinegar did nothing to this. I was considering maybe using some maybe some bleach because gee whiz, this looks really horrible. Okay, so let's get back to the main event, the $3 bag of random stuff from the local Savers store. Now, of course, when you open this up, the first thing that I noticed, and the whole reason why I bought this, is this. Now, if you don't recognize this, this is a Loot Crate exclusive little guy here. This is supposedly a dice holder, and the dice kind of fits in between here. But I think this was kind of like a weird way of getting around selling a miniature, but not calling it a miniature. So this obviously could be an adult dragon. It's got a large figure base. But they don't call it a miniature, they call it a dice holder. Now, I think there's a reason for that. I think that there's maybe some sort of licensing deal, exclusivity, or perhaps there's a licensing deal where if you're going to sell something that's specifically a D&D miniature, it just costs more. I'm not 100% sure. It's a little bit strange. So anyways, this guy, I was really considering getting the Loot Crate this was in because this is obviously an exclusive little bit of D&D tat. And boy, I'm glad I didn't, because this is very underwhelming. Now that I see it up close, I'm glad I paid the $3 for this bag. And you know what? It's a nice enough miniature. Like I said, large base. Even though this isn't technically supposed to be a D&D miniature, it clearly is a D&D miniature. That's what they were going for. And again, I would really like to know why there seems to be limitations with miniatures. Maybe like they just don't want like a lot of exclusive D&D branded miniatures out there. I don't know. It's very interesting to me. So, normally that's where my video would stop. I'd show you the D&D specific stuff, and then I wouldn't really get into the rest of the stuff in the bag. But now I think I will. So we have a soft plastic little toy here. Does this squeak? Its squeaker's broken. Or maybe it's supposed to spray water. I don't know. I don't think it's supposed to spray water. But yeah, that's obviously a little pink elephant toy. Nothing incredibly special there. This really reminds me of the polar bear, like, Coca-Cola things. I think this is supposed to be like it's a Christmas tree ornament. So yeah, it's got a little bit of ink there where somebody maybe was messing around with it. But yeah, it's definitely got a weird feltish feel to it. And it looks, I don't think this is an official Coke polar bear guy, but it certainly looks interesting. So obviously, nothing I can use for a miniature, but maybe something I could use for a Christmas tree ornament, because that's what it is. We have a hard plastic little dinosaur here, obviously a juvenile Triceratops. Let me read the writing here. This is a safari dinosaur. So actually, this is something I could probably use for D&D. The paint job isn't like awful. It's obviously been beat up quite a bit and whatnot. But yeah, no, I actually like that. It's a nice little T-Rex. That something I overlooked, and certainly I did not buy the thing for this. Let's see here. We have a what I can only. This is like a little giraffe. Like it's a. This is something from the Oriental Trading Company, which I'm sure many of you are familiar with for cheap Chinese goods. But this is like a little puppet. Dare I put this on my hands? I'm going to wash my hands after this anyways, so. But I don't know how you would operate this unless your fingers were teeny tiny like a child. But yeah, so yeah, it's like a finger puppet, but he's got little arms. But yeah, he just works better as a finger puppet. So yeah, a dopey looking guy, a nice looking giraffe there, but obviously nothing I can use. We have we have a very dapper rubber ducky. The classic rubber ducky, a little bit smaller, obviously, the larger rubber ducky. I mean, I don't know what you can say about this. It's a rubber ducky. Clearly not something I'm going to use. This one is interesting. I have seen toys similar to this like everywhere. Let me read the back here. This is a Hasbro, so obviously this is a McDonald's kind of super deformed Transformer toy, which is a real shame. Batteries don't work anymore. Oh, no, it does. Look at that. Man, they make McDonald's toys like a lot nicer than they used to. So, I don't know. I could maybe I could do something with some crafting. She's got a little power off button so you don't use up the battery. That's nice. But yeah, I mean, that's a nice little LED effect. I could perhaps build over the structure here and make a little like statue that lights up, or it could be like a fire trap or something like that. But yeah, no, this is this other thing, this super deformed stuff. I don't understand it. Like, some things are fine, I guess, if you're looking for just something to put on the shelf. But this could have been like a little Transformer toy that would have like actually fit in with other Transformer toys, and like the aesthetic would have been cool. Instead, it's like there's so much super deformed stuff out there. I just don't see what the point of it is. Like, it's just so. The aesthetic is not one that I enjoy, but this is pretty cool. So I don't know. It might be worth it to try to do something with this. I don't know. Turn the battery off. So let's see here. We have like an Easter decoration, but like a. God, this looks like an Eastern European style Easter decoration, where you would think like the bunny would be like a clothespin or something. But this is all wood. There's some hot glue on the bottom there. So this is almost like an ornament, which is weird because like I've never seen. Where would you hang an Easter ornament? Like I don't understand the hanging part. But yeah, that's just that. It is what it is. It's an Easter ornament. We have a fox again with the super deformed thing. I don't know the numbers. Don't know. Obviously, some sort of children's toy. The fox has got like a couple little horns. That's kind of cool. The cheap. I don't know if these are injection points or something like that. But yeah, this is a two-piece thing. Yeah, don't know what this is. Looks kind of cool, but obviously it's such soft plastic. I don't think I would use this as a base to sculpt something. And its proportions are so off. So yeah, it's too soft to use really for a base. Because, you know, with stuff like this, what I do is I use this basically as the frame. And then I would build up stuff around it and make like a D&D proper miniature. But the proportions, even if you pop the head off, the proportions would be weird. But this is still a cool little toy. I might just clean this and then at a future date leave it for the neighbor kids to discover. And then finally we have this guy. And even I, a internet dinosaur like myself, Even I know what this is. This is I don't know how you pronounce it. Pusheen. This cat is great. If you've ever seen the Baker Cat, the Baker Cat GIF, that's pretty awesome. This is. I like the mean expression because this is obviously the Pusheen cat cosplaying as a some sort of kaiju, perhaps Godzilla. So yeah, I like. I don't know why. I might actually just put this on my shelf someplace, just because I like the expression so much. And again, I wouldn't have generally given this a second thought, but the more I kind of look at it, the more I enjoy little things like this. So that is what you get for $3 at Savers.